Focaccia.
Mm.
Focaccia.
Wow.
Those pizza-y things?
Mm-hmm.
One more of those little carrot muffins.
Wow.
That's it from cookies.
Hey, Irene, how you doing? You feeling better? You feeling okay? So. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully you'll feel better. We'll have some fun. Yeah, it's not easy, Irene. I know the feeling. It's hard. I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. Oh, you're asking Irene how she's doing. Yeah. I actually made a turn today. I started feeling better like an hour or two ago, and I'm just so happy that I can think. Um, yeah, it's amazing how different. Oh gosh, I didn't even check to see if you guys did sent any reviews. But if you could send reviews, there are only 2 people. Okay, I'm sorry. No, there's 3. I see 3, and I only see 2 on the thing. Hey, Bev. Bev, one thing that's really like hard on me is it's going to be hard on everyone is this idea of like girls not being able to find dates if they've been vaccinated. I mean, it's just once I screamed at a shul, and everybody laughed at me like, "Really, Ellie? Come on, it's just a whatever." I have to be careful what I say on this channel. I think. I was watching the update, like kind of there's a Patriot channel that does an update, and they were kind of like saying that everything is happening. Right. Yeah. Well, I think I got what I need. I got some real medicine, and it took me a couple days, but I'm all of a sudden I'm feeling much better. Thank God. I was eating everything, garlic and lemon rinds and honey and ginger and all kinds of good vitamins. Right. No, I know, but I'm just saying like I mean I just hope this whole thing is I hope there's some kind of magic cure because it's unimaginable to me to think that half the population cannot it's unthinkable, but it sounds like things are really turning around. Um yeah, we were at dinner, we were talking, my son is he's he's going to be looking for a wife in the next couple of years, but right. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's somehow I got on the radar. I don't know why. I mean, I listen. I'm lucky. I still have a channel. A lot of people just completely lost their channel. They were all vaxxed. Yeah. I have to watch. I'm sorry. I can't use the word on the channel. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, I think a lot's happening. I think I mean, I saw this thing. It's called We Are the Patriots or something like that. It's on Rumble, and they broadcast every day an update, like today's update. And they were saying that right now the banking system is being replaced as we speak, and there's going to be a new, um, currency backed by silver and gold, and the Fed is gone, and the 10 days of darkness might start on Friday, they're saying. I'm glad, Jane. Thanks. Yeah, I actually have two channels. They're like hundreds of videos. I mean, I make a video every day pretty much. So I've gone through all kinds of different phases, and um, it's been interesting. I did some meditation tapes a couple years ago, and but yeah, it's been an amazing journey. Hi, Allison. That's interesting because this person was saying that the banks know about it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Erwin. You're right. It's a good cover. Yeah. Um, but this Judy Bylington was saying that everything's happening. So I don't know. You know, reality is like it's such a flimsy substance. Wow, UK. Right. So the word Kabbalah means to receive, and it kind of implies that it's a knowledge that's received either from above or from directly from a teacher. And it generally talks about like mystic Judaism, and it's different from the Cabal. The Cabal are Khazarians. The Cabal are like mafioso types, and they call them the Cabal, but it's different. It's not the same. It doesn't really mean it's not from this. It is from the same word, but it means a different thing. Right. And funny because I've had some sort of issues with the IRS, and I called today, and the guy says I'm totally in the clear, and I'm saying like, I said, listen, I don't have a job. Can they, can you tell them to like leave me alone for a while? And he was like, he said he couldn't even. This is a guy who specializes on settling tax issues. He said he couldn't even get hold of them. There's nobody there, and yet they're still in power. I mean, I think it's like it reminds you of like a ghost ship, like it's still running, but it's not really. There's really no one there. Yeah, I really resent. I mean, I made a deal with them, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough to pay them and still make my payments. So, but Mr. House, very welcome from the UK. Brian from Ohio, great. Where in Ohio, Brian? My brother actually has a house in Ohio. It's a second house. Two houses, one in Washington, one in Ohio. Good for you, Allison. I'm with you, but I have obligations that I have to do things that work for my family situation. East Lake. I have no idea where that is. I know my brother lives by the Great Lakes. I guess all the way up north. Interesting. I mean, I don't know, Jane. I don't know why we're not hearing it from more sources, but they're saying it like, according to this Judy Bylington, I think it is, that everything's working now, but it's just maybe the people don't know it yet. I don't know. Near Cleveland. Uh-huh. Nice. On Lake Erie. Okay, so you must be near my brother. My brother lives up there. I don't know the name of the town he lives in, but he lives near Lake Erie, probably. I mean, how many Great Lakes are there in Ohio? Oh, I could find out. Hold on one second. I want to show you guys this because I think it's really cool. Because I'm a school teacher, I have access to these kinds of things, right? So we always, in a Jewish household, you like the table is laid for either milk or milk or meat. So when we have milk dishes, we have to put a little as a one of these down. And so since my boy was born, he's had one of these laid out in front of him. So he's very good at geography because he's been eating it by it. Lake Superior, let's see, Ohio, Lake Erie. Yeah, my brother must be up there too. I bet you live, Ron. I bet you live close to my brother. My brother is a former CIA, maybe still CIA. I don't know if the CIA exists anymore. I don't know. I don't think he would ever tell me if he didn't, if the company didn't exist. Interesting. So you did see some good Allison. That's interesting. Yeah, on Lake Erie. Must be beautiful up there. But my apparently my brother has a little boat, a little fishing boat. We always like to go fishing. I hope we become friends when this whole thing is over and done with, when this whole war ends, that my brother and I will shake hands and hug each other and forget about the differences. So much between families, all this is. But I don't know. Am I the only one who's? I'm feeling like it's already a done deal. Am I living in a fantasy world? Are you guys feeling it too? All boarded up. Wow. Bank of America. Yeah, I heard Bank of America is done. That's interesting. So it's really happening. Yeah, we definitely need a reunion. I, I would love to do a Pesach Seder, but I think that's going to be too hard. Hey, Tara. I don't know what's, judging from where people are from, it sounds like the Midwest might be a better place. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be fun to meet up. Something's coming. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling, Erwin. I just feel like it's happening. I mean, something big is really it has to happen already. It's Florida. Yeah, Florida's probably the only civilized place left. But I think everything's gonna change soon. I think we're gonna go back to like being normal human beings again. I pray that there's a cure for the waxing, because I mean, to think of all those people having to suffer like that, it's just unconscionable. If not over by the 20th, yeah, it has to be revealed. I mean, they're saying that the 10 days of darkness and the EBS should come into play like by this weekend. I feel it coming. Okay, good, Allison. Yes, Jamie, you can definitely have a nice house. Do I need a bigger house? Not really. Check the banks. Right. When Biden is removed, I think Biden will be removed pretty quick. I mean, aren't they saying that Mr. T could be back on the 20th? Isn't that? Yeah, I'm sorry, Jane. I know it's really it's miserable. Kazakhstan, a lot in Kazakhstan until the 30th. It's not so far away. 20th. It's great. I mean, it was well worth the wait, I guess. So somebody explained about the 355 movie that it if you flip it upside down, it's 322 skull and crossbones, but it's also refers to a law that some kind of banking law where everything has to be returned to the people on the mandate Friday. Yeah, that could have an effect on my job. I think the stock market is doing a pretty good imitation of crashing. Oh yeah, Tara. JR on the 15th. Yeah, mass information psychosis. Yeah, exactly, Erwin. The Philippines. Wow, Melba. Judy, yeah, Bylington, yeah, of the Restored Republic has been posting updates to this called GCRRV thing for years. Do you think she's just? I mean, I'm listening to it today, just like I'm listening to it every other day. But every other day I listen to it, I was just like, eh. But today I'm like, yeah, really? Maybe this is happening. No, Irene, we don't pay attention to that. Payouts from corporations, right? They have to pay us back for something. I mean, once Nesara kicks into place, it's kumbaya. Who can't connect the dots, Allison? Hey, Abe. Wow, we have 28 people. That's great. 28 is koyach. That's kaf ches, which means strength. Koyach in Ohio. Yeah, yeah. I think that the blame game is pretty much just distraction. I think the deep state is pretty useless right now. I'm not sure, but they seem pretty lame. The thing is, we now we need to really hear things. Things need to come out into the open. We all know about all these things, but now we need to see proof for the whole world. Yeah, people turned against each other. Yeah, it's not a lot of people. Yeah, it's not nice. We're gonna come back together. They can't keep doing this to us. I mean, that's the cabal's whole. That's the way they do things. They divide and conquer. Ah, Tara. Yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right, Jane. It is joyous to be awake. It really is. I mean, I'm feeling better now that I'm coming out of my illness, also. But I was feeling, you just can't think straight when you're not feeling well. Put in a cough for effect, right? 6 days sober. Good for you, Joseph, man. That is a great thing. Every day sober is amazing. Yeah, but I think we'll be okay. I mean, this is just going to be, it's just like critical mass. Once you have enough people awake, you can't stop it. And that's probably already the case. Yeah, really good deal, Joseph. I'm really proud of you, man. Keep it up. You making meetings, Joseph? Yeah. Well, now, Brian, they'll come to you gladly, and you'll give them what they need. Yeah, I'm coming up to a birthday. I'm very excited. Very excited. I always like getting another year on my belt. whose voice broke on TV? Joe B. Yeah, one day at a time, Joseph. Yeah, I have almost like a year and a half now. But thanks, Holly. Hey, yes, yes, you feeling it? It's happening. We're all feeling like it's happening. I don't know. I mean, I was watching in Judy Byington or whatever it is that Friday's going to be the start of the 10 days. Oh, come on, Brian. You can't be bitter, man. You gotta. Everyone goes through their thing. Right, because Allison, you're in Pennsylvania. Yeah, Joseph is to be applauded. New York. Yeah, man, that's my place, New York. Wow, I tried to escape, but didn't get very far. Oh, that's good, Irwin. That's great. Oh, Florida, right. Um, gotcha. Hey, Sherry. Both brothers, New York City firemen. God bless them. That's not an easy gig. Yeah, good for you, Joseph. Yeah, just online meetings. That's fine. No problem, Irene. Man, whatever I can do. I like to have a purpose in my life. Mr. House. I don't. People say how bad it is, but whatever you focus on, you're going to see. And I just don't really. I don't even really think about it. I mean, when I go to synagogue in the morning, there are a lot of people. There are some people. I would say about half the people have masks on, and I just kind of like, that's just them. Yeah, Ohio, that's like New York, man. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. My dog is smarter than Joby. That's funny. It's probably true. Yeah, my brother's. I mean, he has a new wife, a new house. I'm old fashioned that way. I like the place I live. I don't. Like I have a friend who has a channel, like an XRP channel, and he's always showing these big yachts. I just it's just funny to me to think of anybody wanting a humongous yacht. My parents lived on a sailboat for a while. Hit the like, please. Thanks, Holly. They lived on a little sailboat, so yeah, I know what it's like to live on a boat. But like these monstrous yachts, I mean, they look like apartment houses. I'm like, why would anybody want to own such a thing? I can imagine the gas. I mean, if the gas tank is probably as big as my house. Right, but I think that's over, Melba. That's the whole point of Nesara Jasara. UFOs. Wow, maybe my brother took off. I don't know. Mr. House, I don't really go out so much. I mean, we're religious, so we would only go to a religious restaurant, and in religious restaurants, probably people don't care so much. I mean, for a while they were being strict, but I don't think like if I go to synagogue, no, we don't we don't wear masks. Interesting. Yeah, you laughed also, Lisa. Yeah, the big boat. It's so big. I'm like, really? Why would you want such a thing? I mean, I don't know. It reminds me of the what was that movie with Rodney Dangerfield where he was driving around on a big boat? Was that Groundhog Day or something like that? I don't know. That's like the Trump, the the Trump movie where Trump's driving around on a big boat and he splashes Shifty Schiff in a little tiny Shifty Schiff is on a little boat and Trump comes by and splashes his boat. I think things are about to kick into. They have to kick into. I mean, I'm not hearing otherwise. I mean, I talked to this guy from the IRS, who's a hardcore IRS guy, and he was like, "There's nobody there." He's not saying they're not working. He doesn't know that, but Caddyshack, right? The obnoxious Jewish guy, right, with the big boat. Caddyshack. It shows you that's probably like the last movie I ever saw. Friday is, yeah, right. 4/18. File date file is 4/18. Interesting. Right. Well, I want to tell you, Tara, a really nice story, and that is that I met somebody at a protest, and we stayed friends. And when she heard that I was really sick, she helped me get some medicine. So, God bless these people. Yeah, I don't blame you, Sherry, but I think things are going to be turned around. I think the whole world is about to like be flipped upside down, flipped right side up. Oh, I have to plug in. See, this is why I really like to live in a small house. Everything is like within reach. Duh. My back door, I can reach my back door from here. I can reach my bookcase. 2 steps, I'm in the kitchen. Another 2 steps, I'm in the living room. I mean, why do you need a huge, humongous boat? I'd be wandering around for days trying to figure out where the bathroom was. In my house, I mean, 10 steps to the bathroom, 2 steps to the kitchen, 3 steps to the living room, 2 steps to the back door, 6 steps to the front door. I mean, everything's right here. Right. Tara is from Missouri, and Tara is like a regular. Tara is more as regular as me. IRS is gone. Right. That's what they're saying. But apparently, I still got charged on the first of the month by these robbers. Let's hope, man. Let's hope they're gone. Yes, school, everything will be changed, Sherry. We have to change within, yeah. They're working out of Puerto Rico. Interesting. With the skeleton crew. That's why I think if I didn't pay them, I mean, how long would it take them to find me? Huh. Interesting, Earl. Wow. Yeah, they're out of line then. They're out of line. Well, I just don't understand what happened in my community, for example. The doctors were all for the medical treatment. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? So Friday is X Mass. Well, I haven't been paid since October, so my taxes aren't going to be so bad this year. 38 and only one leg. Good for you, Jason, man. Silver's going to be a good thing to have. No, but it's global, Tara. Where are you going to go? Everyone's going to be in the same transition. You'll be okay, Tara. We kept chatting, right? I saw Twitter went down. Everyone see the stock, the stock price on Twitter went from like 60 to 40. Stacking silver, yeah, it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. Oh, if I freeze out, let's hope. Maybe that only happens in the evening because I don't think we've had this problem during the day. It could be just there's so much internet going on right now. If I freeze up. I'm just so happy not to be really sick. I've been really sick for like 2 weeks, and my friend gave me some medicine, and now I'm on the mend. They used to do their own physical. Interesting. There's no like option. Interest. That's wow. We have 40 people. That's beautiful. Any news? Yossi, you still there? Anything? Yossi, tell us something. Yeah, Betty White. Yeah, she's a cabal person. Right. That's probably because why don't you get my notifications? I don't know. I think there's something. I think maybe you have to click the bell when you on the subscription thing. You have to do something with the bell. 43. Yeah. Yes, it's happening. Interesting in Kazakhstan. Yeah. My brother spent time there. He was I don't know if he was a station chief there, but he was in the they had a little enclave somewhere. Hey, Carla Joe, no worries. Yeah, Kazakhstan is very interesting. They really, I think, it looks like they just flipped the government. They just silenced those guys. I mean, I don't, I get the sense that people in Kazakhstan are a little different from Americans, and they're like kind of like you don't really mess around with Kazakhstan people. I mean, it's like these are people who live. Did you, by the way, did you see that city there, Yossi? What's up with that? Is suspected in Kazakhstan? Yeah. Well, that's where my brother was stationed. That was his first job where Hunter had dealings. That was Ukraine, I thought. No more. Yeah. Illuminati capital. Interesting. Yeah, I think things have to flip in, but Judy Byington has been saying it for a long time. But yeah, that new city. Yossi, have you been watching these videos I've been posting on my Rumble page? I don't know. I'm not that you should, check out everything I post, but I've been very interested in this whole Tartarian narrative about all these gorgeous old buildings that were destroyed, and buildings like underneath that were covered with mud. There's a whole layer of history that the cabal has actively tried to remove. Is Bitcoin over? I would not be surprised. Never knew Barbara Bush was a man. Yeah. Ethnic. Uh-huh. My brother loved the country. He says a beautiful country. He did a lot of skiing and hunting, and Russia already had their reset. Yeah, I heard Putin was on Miss Floods. Hey, McCarthy. All all president wives are dudes, like Michael Obama. Yeah, but yes, yeah, right. It's interesting because the architecture in Almada is very futuristic and very cabal. Why do they want to subject us to this, like, ridiculous? I mean, the old buildings were so beautiful. According to this theory, there were all these, like, buildings that nobody really had the technology in order to build them, and they just were here, and nobody really knew what to do with them. So the cabal slowly sort of destroyed them, but a lot of them have been buried under the mud. But when you look at these buildings from the Tartarian, and they were saying there was a whole community on Earth. There was a whole, it wasn't like the world was discovered in 1492. Like, it was just a vast wasteland. They're saying it was quite the opposite. That they recreated history. Satoshi Nakamoto means Central Intelligence. Yeah, interesting. So it wasn't David Schwartz after all. Baphomet's, yeah. A mammoth man. A real timberman. How does she get kids? I don't know. Good question. Maybe they're hybrids. The Nazis donated. That's the big. Is that the big false flag, or the big is the satellite coming to Earth? Kids from a petri dish. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's Schwartz. Apparently not. But they designed it so that in case the Fed had problems, but now it looks like Nicholas Tesla was Tartaric. That makes sense. Yeah, because he had all this technology. Yeah, the Bushes are families. They're like the Rockefellers. They were in charge of the CIA. I don't think you should. I don't think they're necessarily bad terror. They're just easily distracted. They've been trained that way. Listen, I was a school teacher. I mean, in a way, I'm as guilty as anybody else, because I mean, they wouldn't, not that they would let me educate the kids, but yeah, there's a lot of Tartarian. Very interesting. You know what? I mean, when I see the buildings, I'm just like, it just gives me, I just get so excited to see those beautiful old intricate buildings. I mean, where did technology come from? Where did it come from with, with silversmiths? I mean, with the technology of the colonial nation. I mean, we invented the cotton gin. How did these buildings come into being? I didn't hear. Have you heard? Is that a new thing that is going to get bought out? We're going to see aliens soon. No problem. I don't have a problem. I feel like I had some sort of contact this morning with one. He was out there. Yeah. High real herb doctor from the Avatar movie. Yeah, Joseph, man, you might be onto something. You could live together in some little shack up in some little planet in the universe somewhere. Millennium Trump not married. That's interesting. History of the world is so bogus. Interesting. So this is all news to me. I never even I just never considered it till and that's why this is so exciting. That even though this whole thing has been a disaster, it's given us time to look at things, and I never had time to like consider any of these information streams. Yeah, they've been terrible to XRP, and according to the decode that I saw last night, and I won't mention his name because people, I forget who told me. I think it was Abe told me I shouldn't mention Philip's name, his last name, but he was saying that he did a decode, and he was saying that the CIA is going to be completely removed, that they have all the information about the election from the servers that they took out of Germany, and there was something else. There was a third thing. Let's see. The CIA, the server, and there's something about South America. U.S. deep state for control and the reset. Versus, right? The deep state, right? Their idea of reset versus the Nesara Jasara reset. I think everything's going to be set to rights very soon. I mean, it seems like the plan is coming together. Today, all I saw, especially yesterday, I saw are neutral. Uh-huh. Right. I saw on there's this paper called the Gateway Pundit, and they had a lot of thing about information about the elections. It was very, very interesting. And this whistleblower coming forth and everything else, it was really tremendous. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Yeah, Kennedy did. Yes. And my last video that was taken down was about Kennedy. I mentioned something about what happened at his final day, that it wasn't just, it wasn't, it was, there were more than one, a lot more. Right. It could be. I don't know. I don't know, Richard, about Tesla. So Tesla was a Tartarian. How interesting. Planet cover up his fear. Right. The realms are merging. Yeah. Yeah, well, the whole Starlink system is going to come, and let's hope it'll be used. XRP and XLM will be run off the Starlink system and the internet. But I didn't hear about a buyout. I'm not going to cry if they want to buy me out. I wouldn't, either way, it'd be better than having left it in my 401k with the Department of Education. So I'm happy with whatever I get. 46. I see 46 people. That's terrific. Well, there's a story about Joseph Kennedy, that Joseph Kennedy slapped one of the Rebbe's, and that's not a really smart thing to do. I mean, can you imagine the chutzpah that it would take to slap a Rebbe? Tesla was awesome, yeah. Yeah, they use fear. They use fear to control us. Bew de Haas. How nice to have you on our chat. Lisa Caraway. Spot on, my Mr. House. Monster particle machine, right? There'll be ping pong balls everywhere. Wow, 6 large national banks. Yossi, are you the one who's saying there's going to be a buyout? People and kids on, yeah. I mean, they've been changing our history all the time, so it's quite possible there were women on cell phones. Earthquake in Lake Erie, interesting. That could be. You think it's one of the dams being blown up, Byron? I know they're dams. There are tunnels all over the place in America. David Schwartz is a genius for sure. They're all related. DeLorean, right? Bassman, you're from my era, man. You must be from my era. I know. He made a DeLorean into a time machine. Oh, your old pager. Yeah, I remember the pagers. Yeah, XRP is. They're saying. I mean, that's what my man Phil, who's supposed to be a big anti-Semite. I didn't realize, but he's saying that XRP is the one. Like the digital asset investor always says. Yeah, at least 100 years ahead of us. They have those trains underground and everything else. Yeah, right. Right, I've heard that, Barbara, about General Pat. Wow, time's going by fast. Yeah, it's gonna get amazing soon. I mean that's the thing with the Parsha is like we're leaving Egypt, but we're not just leaving Egypt. We're going to build a new world. Oh, that's good. That's good, Yossi. Big Mike. Yeah, you're right, Tara. Tara's bringing us back down to earth. Keep close to Torah. I know I've been missing, I daven with my minion every morning, and I haven't been able to. In the last couple of days, I've been davening at home. It's not the same. Negotiate. Yeah, he probably got 20% off at least on the pipe, Jason. I think they're probably making him. They're turning him. He's probably in a pickle, so he probably has to do the right thing, or let's hope. Yeah, the whole thing is ready to come down. It sounds like, from what I read today on that paper. Excellent, excellent publication. Yeah, he can't negotiate. He can't negotiate his way around a bib. Well, that was the decode. Uh huh. Oh yeah, right. Involved. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going to be in big trouble. And who would have thought that they ever would have been caught? That they would ever that anyone would ever come after them. They were like they could do anything they wanted. They've been doing terrible things to us for so many years. Yeah, I don't even think I really don't think it's Biden. I don't know what he was talking about Santa. I haven't seen Santa in a long time. She was really fun. She was always kind of like on the run. I think they will sing like canaries. Yeah, when do birds sing? In the springtime, yeah. There's no one in DC. Interesting. I wonder why he came in. So they came. They came and they made him an offer he can't refuse. If whoever the guy is took off with Gavin. Yeah, I heard Gavin was been taken out to the woodshed. Acedine, Ceodine. Oh, a deadline, right? Price on silver? Wow, it's anybody's guess. Shifty Shift, I'm sure, is singing. Carly, you get a lot of good info. Silver's for insurance, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, Richard. Yeah, I said, oh, deadline, yeah. Well, I think it's going to be exposed soon, Allison. I think we're going to see it soon. I think they have to release it to the world. Would have announced it on 1/6. I think, yeah. Yeah. all these humanitarian projects. Like you can do, you could do things like, you know, I I got a degree in being an administrator, and they didn't give me the time of day. I mean, I actually got the degree, but the administrators were just like, look who thinks he's going to be an administrator. But so, I mean, if if push comes to shove and everything is what it is, I mean, I would love to like start a school. They don't mind getting the funny money. Magic beans. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they're getting they're getting sick all of a sudden. AMC. I'd like to start like a real school, like kind of like a school for people who really want to learn about things that aren't like, I wouldn't want to teach like specific subject areas. I just want to help people like develop into, like the way I learn, man. I never learn in classes. I don't think I've ever learned anything in a class in my life. I learn things because I'm interested in things and I pursue them. And I think that would be really the way education should be, at least for me. I mean, some people maybe need more classroom, but to do things in a creative way with, and also to do real things in a school. I mean, not just practice. There's no reason why you need to practice. You should be doing things. Oh, she got busted. Oy vey. No, the sheep will come around. The sheep will be okay. I mean, if they can treat them medically. Selling coins in desperation, right? But really, I think that like a school just to support people in doing what they really want to do, and really bringing them up to really being able to dream bigly. To really do great things, because we've been so beaten down. People are just, not used to really, we're just used to seeing everybody else be successful, I think. And it's just nice. It's just nice for everyone to really like get like a piece of the pie. Biden's Island's next door. Yeah. Ah, Brian, right. It could be the weekend. Yeah. Right. Not according to school. Yeah. That's like, I tell this story. I heard of this guy. There's this guy Gurdjieff, who was considered a great philosopher and an innovator, and that he would give all the bad boys. When it came to give prizes to students, all the bad boys got the prizes because they were thinking outside the box. Yeah, China and Evergreen going down. It's a lot happening. Yeah, the CIA being involved. That's very interesting, Essie. I mean, that's what Phil was saying yesterday, that there's something with the CIA. That's why Trump didn't give the speech for some reason. It had something to do with the CIA, South America, and the voting machines from the servers from Germany. Time to party. Yeah, we're leaving Mitzrayim. We're leaving Egypt, man. Time to party and worship God. Pure gold, yeah. Buffalo nickel, man. Those are so beautiful. I think the reset is really close. I think it's really close. I mean, I think it's happening, but I could be, I could be wrong, but I think it's happening. But that's so interesting, Yossi, about the involvement. I mean, the election's going to be, wow, it's going to just flip the whole. I mean, they really planned this so beautifully. It was like all the pieces had to come into play at the same time, and now I think it's going to be a flood. One currency, two, one religion, three, one religion, four. I think it's broke, man. I don't think the pendulum's going to be going back and forth anymore. We're going into a whole new era. If she's testing positive, that means that her time has come. They're going to take her to Gitmo. Yeah, I haven't really been in touch with the Marxist Mockingbird media. Yeah, hold on to those silver dollars, Carla Joe. Those are going to be really worth it. I mean, they're so nice. Those old silver dollars, the Morgans. I was talking to a friend about the Morgans. Such a beautiful coin. Yeah, Carla's daddy loved her for sure. How could you not love Carla Joe? For a rickshaw. There you go, Joseph. Many people are testing positive. Yeah, and that's a sign that they're being gitmoed. They're saying that the anti C was two presidents ago. The Obama. Yeah, the squirrel thing was, yeah. Actually, it truth. I'm not a big squirrel lover. I have like a raging war going on in my little tiny backyard between me and the squirrels, and they know not to mess with me because I like to take them to the park. When I go to the park, I notice there are a lot of squirrels, and they don't seem afraid of me. Hmm. Bones so small. No, I'm not worried about it, Karen. Not I no, the whole system's about to be completely, I think, is completely flipped. The bad boys are going away. It's not going to be I don't think I think you'll have to do some splaining to your friends in your household, Karen. You're going to have to bring them up to speed. They'll be coming to you with questions. Serpent in the garden, yeah. Yeah. Like Penny. Big Mike. Yeah, no way the normies are going to stay normies. They have to grow up. It's time for them to grow up. Red pill. No, you can't punish sheep. A sheep is a sheep, man. They're just they can't help themselves. Anyway, I mean, soon we're all going to have all the money we need, and it's going to be good to go time. We're not going to have to think about money ever again. This whole enslavement, this whole entrapment, this whole fear space will be gone forever. Call him at his house. What about Brady? That's funny. Well, I think everything's all's well that ends well, right? Isn't that was that what Popeye said? I think it's going to end well. I think it's going to end soon, please God, because this has been going on. I don't know. Frog news, right? That was last week's Parsha. Frogs. You get a call from Mike. I don't know. All right. Well, I think we're hitting like close to the time. Yeah, I guess it's time to go. And get my few hours of sleep. I slept till 4 o'clock this morning. That's like unheard of for me. That's because I've been taking medication. I couldn't get out of bed, but I didn't have to get to synagogue anyway. So anyway, God bless you guys, man. I really think it's happening. We're leaving Mitzrayim. We're leaving the narrow place. We're leaving slavery. We're leaving debt slavery. We're leaving social slavery. We're going to have Tesla energy. We're going to have Tartarians around us building beautiful buildings. That's what I miss when I look at all those films of all those engravings, all those pictures of those beautiful buildings. How did they build those buildings? How did they do it? No looking back. We're coming into the Great Awakening, man. The era of Mashiach. This is going to be it. We'll be communicating directly with godliness. And we'll all have a couple of ETs to take out the garbage. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'll be like, meow, meow, whatever, garbage. Take out the garbage. Yeah, it would be nice not to have to see any more of these pyramids and to see really beautiful Tartarian buildings again. Okay, guys, I'm doing a Jewish goodbye. Um, Everything is good. We'll see those for the Torah class tomorrow. If you could, if anyone can write like from 30 to 150 characters and include their picture um and their name and send it to me on my Gmail, a review of my course. If anybody took my course, and you want to say a few words about it, I'm trying to put together a website so I can drum up some business, get some people hip to Kabbalah. Elderberry, yeah. Oh, you got the elderberry stuff? Good. Okay, guys, much love, and we'll see you tomorrow. And wow, it's happening. It's happening, man. We're leaving Mitzrayim. Midnight on Thursday. Let's see, Thursday night. Thursday night at midnight is when the plague of the firstborn happens, and the Jews get out of Dodge. And it's not just leaving Dodge. It's not just leaving slavery. We're going to build a new world, not a new world order, a new world based on love, based on respect, based on godliness. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Kumbaya. Bye.